Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. What is going on with the baby formula shortage? What is going on? What are they doing? Like, the babies are being affected by a formula shortage.
Connecticut. Across the country, shelves once filled with baby formula are empty amid a nationwide shortage.
I myself am down to 1 can of formula and I can't find his formula anywhere.
40% of the top-selling baby formula products were out of stock at the end of last week, according to Data Assembly, which tracks inventory at thousands of stores throughout the U.S. The number of products sold out nearly doubling since January.
A couple stores we've been in, we have not had it, and we've had to go to the next location.
Experts say the shortage likely won't be going away anytime soon.
We're seeing it from your mom and pops all the way up to our large super centers, pharmacies, almost every store that would carry formula.
Inflation, supply chain shortages, and product recalls are to blame, experts say.
A massive recall of infant formula is underway after a number of infants became ill.
That kind of started this snowball effect of some formula removed from the shelves, other formulas being purchased at a higher volume, and then distributors not being able to keep up.
I was crying on the phone with this doctor. I'm like, how am I going to feed my kid?
Some stores now placing a cap on how much customers can buy.
Order some online and they'll limit what you can order.
Parents on the hunt for formula say they're seeing a disturbing trend emerging online.
They're going to the stores and grabbing what they can find and selling it to people that do need it for more than the double or triple the price.
We found many examples of people selling formula online secondhand, priced at double or even more than what they cost at major retailers that are often sold out.
I get it. Everybody's trying to make money, but you're making these babies suffer.
Out of options, some parents now taking drastic measures, diluting the formula they do have.
If you try to dilute the formula to try to make it last longer, that could have really serious medical impact on your baby.
Others are making their own formula at home. YouTube searches for homemade baby formula up 211% last week.
And there you have it, your very own organic homemade baby formula.
Something doctors say can be life-threatening, causing foodborne illness and severe nutritional imbalances. The Food and Drug Administration issuing this warning: homemade infant formula recipes have not been evaluated by the FDA and may lack nutrients vital to an infant's growth. The safest bet is store-bought brands regulated by the FDA, if you can get your hands on it.
I get so excited when I find one bottle of formula.
The nationwide shortage of baby formula is getting much worse. Not the news that moms want to hear.
No, not at all, Chauncey. So with formula getting tougher to find, some parents are going over to social media to buy trade formula. But really, is that a good idea? Our Chaz Miller joins us out live from the newsroom with that answer, as well as more information, Chaz, on how bad that baby formula shortage is actually getting.
It is tough to find baby formula these days. I had to borrow this from my little man Jude to use as a prop today. Sorry, son. Looks good on TV though, right? Anyway, right now, according to Data Assembly, which is a website that tracks what's in stock and what's not, 50% of formula is out of stock right now in the city of Houston, and that's part of a trend nationwide, as you just mentioned. For Chandler Cunningham, simply finding formula can be tough.
Here in Brenham, we haven't been able to find it at all. So we've had trouble locating it in Houston, College Station.
It's the same story for Taylor Miller and Brianna Burton, who we interviewed about the same topic just a few weeks ago.
And we have family and friends all over, and we've literally had people from California to Delaware trying to find formula to ship to us, and nobody can find anything.
Different moms interviewed in different months, but the story stays the same. And according to data from Data Assembly, the problem is getting worse. The week of April 3rd, 31% of all formula across the country was sold out. That number is up to 40% for the week of April 24th.
I mean, one day it was there and the next day it was just gone, you know?
There is a growing number of Facebook groups dedicated to buying, selling, and trading formula. Dr. Victoria Regan from Children's Memorial Hermann says she'd avoid that.
That makes you a little bit uncomfortable because you're not always 100% sure what you're getting is the real product. I mean, they can tamper with the container and put something else in there. So that bothers me a little bit, that you're not always 100% sure where that supply is coming from when you do it on Facebook or other places online like that.
Another post making the rounds on Facebook shows an old recipe for making baby formula at home. Dr. Regan suggests steering clear from that as well.
It is not recommended anymore to follow that old formula. We know that it does not have all the nutrients that the baby really needs to grow and develop properly. So I would discourage parents from using that. We're not at that point where we have to go to that route.
A couple more things from Dr. Regan. I had mentioned this at 3. She said, if you are really struggling to find formula, you can call your pediatrician and they should be able to get you some. Another thing she mentioned is if you do find it on the shelves, do not buy all of it. Make sure you can leave enough for everybody else. She compared it to toilet paper at the start of the pandemic. But either way, treat this stuff like the precious jewel it is right now. It is certainly hard to find.
Formula shortage. Not only do we have such of a food shortage, now the babies can't eat. And it's been going on for a while. Let me read to you guys what the White House has to say about this. The Food Drug Administration is doing everything it can to address the baby formula shortage. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said on Monday, up to 40% of formula is out of stock at the U.S. retailers, up from 29% in March, and there appears to be no quick solution to the problem. No quick solution, guys. Y'all better breastfeed your babies if you can. The shutdown of Michigan's production facilities with a history of compliance issues contribute to the shortage. They're working around the clock to address any possible shortage. The FDA is taking a number of steps to address that, which is including working with major infant formula manufacturers to ensure they are increasing productions. I don't know if that's safe because, you know, they rushing around the clock to get it. Is it going to be safe when we get it? You know, don't be rushing to do shit, you know. Is it going to be safe for the babies to drink because y'all rushing it? It says this too. Some retailers limiting how much formula can be purchased at one time. Psaki spoke about the importance of formula and recalled buying it when her child were babies. Different kind of formulas are needed for different infants and a variety of age groups. Part of this issue is, of course, making sure there's stock on the shelves. She said, we're working with the industry right now to optimize their supply line, increase captivities, and priority products lanes that are the greatest needs. The shortage is the most accurate in the state of Texas, Tennessee, Missouri, Iowa were out of stock at a rate of 50%. That has reached 50%. That's crazy. That is really crazy. I don't know what's going on. It's so much going on, and I mean, not only is the inflation got everybody in a crisis, you know, I don't remember all the stuff going on when Trump was in office. I just don't, you know, it's just a lot. It's just a lot going on, and people are really going to be stressed. You know, you can't find milk for your kid, gas high, can barely put food on your table. It's just so much. And it's like the government, yeah, they working around the clock, but is it going to be safe? Is it going to be safe, y'all working around the clock? How we know it's safe? But I just wanted to bring that to you guys.